And I'm
So
ready when you are to start the mission.
it's actually been streaming just fine.
Well, I probably could tilt my mic. Ah, point to point. I'll do that. I'll adjust my camera on a bit.
I'll go to D, A, and make my way to B.
G, A, and B, you said? Dab?
Hmm.
You going to the dab?
Yeah, and this car, smart self-driving car is crashing into this tree.
Alright. I'll go to E and C.
Whoa! That
What's
was
wrong?
those two cars just spawned into existence and started wigging out and flipping and wiggling out in the air because
Mm.
they basically like collision with themselves. You'll see it in the stream if you watch it. It was very weird.
God damn it! Not my car!
And Space Marine 2, you said your favorite class is the Tech Marine, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, you do have the added bonus of activating those tarantula turrets or whatever you call them.
that's what they're called.
Man, those things are like adorable, and they're so small too. Man, I'm not gonna lie though, there's a lot of art and beauty into that game. Like that castle is just so massive.
Imagine trying to walk around in there.
Yeah, I can. I mean,
You'll never find your way out.
yeah. Just my camera
That
real
that
quick.
castle is so big it might as well be a continent.
I was actually about to say that too, because considering the fact that the Imperium of Man has like a lot of planets under its control, you got like hundreds of thousands of different types of environments and stuff like that. Like if you're on a planet with lower gravity, you can construct massive infrastructure.
Well, they also have people that are over tuned.
Augmented humans, like
Yeah,
like the Space Marines themselves.
yeah. Heavily augmented.
By the way, that's not all the surgeries are not done overnight. They're actually gradual. They insert glands into your body that helps flush out toxins and poisons and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they also like certain glands that they place in your brain that increases your reaction time and stuff. Like Space Marines are no joke. Like
Can you
they are.
imagine going through that body change?
I can, and for someone with autism and stuff, that would be very sensory hell. Some
Your
people would probably go mad because of the pain.
your bones, muscles being enhanced.
They're broken and enhanced and stuff too. Like body augmentations can actually take a significant toll. You're basically damaging your body to make it stronger. But some people might like in real life. We might actually have real life people who are gonna be like that in the very far future, though. Preferably the elite would probably get augments and stuff.
They already technically have one, but it isn't
You talking about the
out.
blood transfusion shit with younger
No,
people giving blood to old
no.
people? Oh.
There's a technology out there that you can. There's a chip that you can put into your brain that could connect to the
Neuralink.
Neuralink and connect you to like internet and stuff like that. And then you can actually watch like YouTube or whatever you want right through your eyes.
No thanks. That doesn't sound like it's safe.
Well, it's not out yet. It's still in testing.
Still doesn't look safe. Alright, I got my two done.
Same. Got all mine done.
I forgot to put the Sparrow away. Oh well, that's okay. I always got my personal vehicle. I had this weird idea. One of these days I should start experimenting with the original oppressor in the hands of the NPCs and mission creator.
That's pretty
Hmm.
Like, well, I remember the oppressor is basically a motorcycle with machine guns on it, or missiles, depending on which ones you give it to.
If you
And I say,
did, if you did start working the other character in
class.
war, yeah, or class in Warhammer as a second main, who would you pick?
Oh,
The heavy gunner?
probably.
Well, he's the closest thing that would be to a tank as well because of his forward-facing shield.
I've seen his shield thing at work. I mean, one of the randoms I was in a mission with was on a heavy, and he was using it quite often. I'm sure that it actually ends up getting really good as it goes on, but it's not selfish, but you do kind of have to like hug your buddy to receive its benefits.
Well, it's not meant for your buddies; it's meant for you.
Exactly. That's kind of why I like the Bulwark. I like the Bulwark a little better. Did you get my invite? Wait, do I have to send it? Oh, yep. Alright, we're gonna adjust my mic again.
Or actually, maybe you might prefer the assault class, the jump pack guy.
I've seen a couple missions I was in, some people really love the assault class. You basically attack them like an angry bird.
Pretty much, or that, or the tactician that can basically
Marine?
His ability allows you to scan your opponent's weak points, and you and your teammates can exploit those weak points to kill enemies quicker. Because he's kind of a support.
He's passive. Yeah, he is. He's active support. I'll be going back to making music next week.
Mm.
Man,
Or maybe,
it's been a while.
No, you probably won't play as the tactician because he's selfish.
He is.
Sting operation.
Of course it is.
I can see either the heavy gunner, tactician, or maybe the I can't remember what the other classes do. Where are they at?
You see that ammunition with the target on it?
Yeah, I'm heading right to it.
That's where they are at.
Already locking on to them.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's like, right now I'm most comfortable with the guy with the flag.
Yeah.
I feel like a Dragonite with that thing almost in ESO, but better, I guess.
I'm more comfortable with the tactician. He just feels
Tech
right.
Marine?
Yeah, the tech marine.
Makes sense.
He just feels right to me. He feels like he's basically a walking sentry gun. And technically my class as the Tech Marine, he is technically a support because he does have an active passive when you unlock it. Allows you and your squad to deal more gun damage. And it's always active because it's a constant active buff when you're in the mission. So you're actually dealing more damage while I'm on that class. So technically, that could be considered a support. Damage support, you can call it. So he's not completely selfish when I'm giving you, constant active damage bonus for your weapons.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when I was playing around with the Bulwark, I'm like, I already knew exactly what I wanted to do when I started playing that game. Like, I know exactly what my goals are, what I want to do, and when I was doing a few of those missions, it is faster running it with other players. Like, especially people who know exactly what they're doing. And I noticed they break a lot of boxes and stuff, so you actually are getting more supplies. So we probably should start getting in that habit too.
I didn't know you could do that.
As I was watching other people when they're breaking stuff with breaking boxes and stuff, I immediately was like, yeah, they'll actually point out like relics, the guard relics that you save you for a revive or whatever.
Yeah, those are really good to have. Especially
None of
when
us
you're
died though.
especially when you're going against bosses. If you
Yeah.
can make it to them before you go down. I mean, you
I was
technically
doing the early missions, the ones on the top, and I was doing the third and fourth one.
Yeah.
I think it was either third or fourth, and
I mean,
like, there were some close calls.
you can save it. You don't have to use it. You can have someone pick you up, so you can save it. So you don't have to pick yourself up. You can save it until you get to the boss. Did you ever notice that you can't find guns or pickups, like
Well,
guns,
yeah, 'cause-
guns and melee weapons in the PvE co-op?
Yeah.
That's
Doesn't
only in
bother me at
the
all.
that's only in the story. You can do that. That plasma rifle, I have the plasma incinerator is what it's called. It's semi-automatic or a charge shot, but I'm not building it for the charge shot. I'm building it for just using it as a semi-automatic rifle.
Yeah, that plasma pistol ain't no joke either. At first I thought the beam gun was gonna be good, but then no, the plasma gun hits harder. It feels.
That's because it does hit harder because it does more damage than the plasma laser.
Although it doesn't do the highest amount of damage.
No, that goes through the. By the
heavy
way,
bolt pistol.
by the way, that that pistol I told you about, that looks like a revolver.
People are using it though.
It turns out it's a close range weapon, so it might be like a shotgun.
Actually, it's an incinerating pistol that's actually made for close range. And I've been seeing people using it in missions, and it does a lot of damage.
Well, it's the highest pistol damage in the game.
My class can't use it though.
Why can't it?
I don't know. Doesn't bother me though. I mean, I need
My
like,
class
a good
can.
balance between range.
My class can.
Good for you. You can't use the power fist.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, you can. Nice.
I think
It's
so.
the power fist is a heavy hitter, dude.
I think it can. I haven't learned looked.
I love the power fist in that game, dude. I love the feel for it. It feels like a Hulk smash, and just like, especially my favorite kill animation, execution for the Tyranids. You lift them over your head and then rip them in half.
I can use the sword. I can use the combat knife.
The combat knife's actually nasty.
I can use the axe that I'm using now, the halberd,
How does the axe feel compared to the battle axe?
You mean the halberd?
It's not a halberd, it's a battle axe.
It's faster, hits harder. The halberd or battle axe, whatever you want to call it, is there's the only swing animation it has is a ground slam. So your every light attack you do is you're constantly just slamming the blade on the ground in a repeated fashion. And you also got a charge sprint attack with it, where you can spear the enemies with its metal tip, like a halberd spear.
Well, technically it's more of a battle axe, but yeah, it could be seen closer to.
I see it more of a halberd than an axe. I mean, the halberd is still technically an axe.
It's a pole arm.
Yeah, but it still has an axe blade.
Well, the halberd with the pole arm is made for added weight, allowing it to hook people and throw them off mounts and stuff like that. Kind of similar to a pike.
And the battle axe has a shock element to it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You can see lightning come off it when you swing it.
Yeah, my class can't use it. I can use the hammer though. And by the way, I have seen the heavy users using. They love that hammer. Apparently people love that hammer.
I can use the hammer with my class.
I'm surprised you haven't thought about using it yet. Oh, too much for you?
No. I just don't care for the hammer.
No. Good luck pulling me out.
You can pull you from the other side.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I can use the combat knife, the sword, hammer, battle axe, the halberd, is what I'm gonna call it. But no, I don't. No, I can't use the fist. Did you see the screenshots I sent you?
Yeah, it looked like you were really excited.
No, I was showing you that there's a shop that you can buy rare items from in-game currency. You can even get a skin for your fist that actually will give it bonuses for the weapon. Either it will give it more damage or allow you to hit more enemies and do more damage or something like that. I don't know. Those skins are not just cosmetics. They actually give you benefits for your weapons. They're basically like an evolved version of the weapon. Unlike most games, this game gives you skins that actually have benefits for the weapons. Not for the armor that you wear, but for the weapons. The armor is just pure cosmetic. Yeah, the one I saw in the shop, it had like it was blue, but it had like a gold trim on it. They had two of them in there, two different ones in there. But right now we're spending most of our currency on right now for leveling up purposes. Because it takes in-game currency too to put your perks and stuff on.
Mm-hmm.
If the game didn't give us that sniper and would have given us a heavy or an assault, or even maybe the tactician, we probably would have killed that boss.
Probably. I'm starting to notice a pattern that the bot is basically may be selected as the appropriate class to take in the mission, I guess.
Probably.
Like it could be, or it could just be randomized.
I don't know. It could be that too.
I mean, we would only notice that unless, like, well, you're maining Tech Marine, I'm maining the Bulwark. Unless we see like another Tech Marine or a Bulwark, and I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be back. I'm back.
Hmm.
So tomorrow will be the finale for, well, not the finale, not the true finale, but The last fight for the Future Shock Girls fight for a while. We lost twice. Not surprising, it was under my design. Well, the first time was understandable. They were too accurate. But the second time, our allies just disappeared. So, well, I can look at this in two ways. I can, like I said, I can make the No Man's Land larger. I have the fight spread out way more. This fight is gonna actually make it to where, well, considering, hey, 2, 1, and kablam. Literally have to wait till it explodes. We get to do the next job.
Our client needs someone to take it out.
If you could take your any warframe, any of your warframes in that game, which one would you take and why?
I'll take Folly.
What? Seriously, Folly?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because she'd be more versatile.
She would be, especially against the bosses. I would take my Limbo. My Limbo and your Folly would dominate that game easily, dude. Especially when you consider the fact that the bosses would have 0 counter to abilities in the Rift, and you have DPS that would scale with enemy health, which basically means bosses would get mowed down. Well, I don't know about mowed down relatively easily, but you would pack a lot of damage. And for your weapons, obviously for me, the Bubonico. If I need to, I would take my secondary with secondary fortifier, so I can generate overguard on the more tougher enemies, which would probably be like the dual sword guys for the Tyranids and shit like that. And you know me, I'm gonna take my Prisma Obex weapon system. I'd be fisting and kicking and hacking this slash.
You're already doing that right now.
Yeah, that game is brutal as fuck, dude. It's ridiculous. My main issue is, as awesome as that is, you will get so desensitized by that later, and it'll just become like, nah, after a while. I remember when I played the Turok game, the newer Turok game, like the one in the early 2000s. Not the classic Turok games, but the other one. Where you play as a generic Marine with the last name Turok. That one. I only played for a little bit of it, and I was getting so bored of that game when I saw the kill animations over and over. Well, at least the kill animations in Space Marine 2 are way more brutal and way more feedback. Like, it's more dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
Despite being exactly the same animation over and over and over. I mean, it's not the same exact animation all the time, but there's multiple animations of these weapons and stuff, and imagine if your Warframes could kill, like, glory kills like that. Imagine watching my Limbo just, like, rip, like, disembowel those enemies and pull their arms and legs off like nothing.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool. I know I was talking the other day, earlier this morning, about the idea of not doing thought experiments anymore. I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, I probably could do more thought experiments. Oh, dogs being loud. Oh, I love this song.
I need to put my controller in.
Oh no.
One bar.
I keep forgetting what the name of this song is called. Young Again. Dark Ways, Neon Lights. That's always a good song. They used to play that song all the time in the Pram Thanatos live stream a few years ago. But nowadays it's completely different. Still gotta wait. Three, two, one. That would have been funny if I started plowed while here. Why would that be funny, you would say? It'd be a dumb move. I am curious if Space Marine would have orcs to fight in there too. I know they're a relatively common enemy too. They are, believe it or not, the orcs in the Warhammer universe are actually a fungus. And they have like a unique passive psychic ability.
I wonder those abominations we were fighting could have been the orcs.
No.
The ones that look like the infested.
No. Nope. Nope, not even close. Supposedly those are heretics, which I'm not familiar with.
They might not even be in the game. It might just be more focused on the Tyranids and the heretics.
Well, the Tyranids are way more of an existential threat than the majority of the other ones. Although, ironically, the orcs, they're actually a fungus, and they grow relatively fast. And their weapons and vehicles make literally no logical sense. And they kind of just will the machines together, and they just work. I know. I'm going to do that thought experiment we were just talking about. My Limbo and your Folly, and I'm going to put him in the game. I'm going to put two characters from one game into the other. Now, canonically speaking, our Warframes are basically gods. Like, they're unbeatable gods and some shit like that. Man, it takes like 2 minutes for me to get out of there every time. Wow, I even have the game. I was completely innocent. They should be shooting the professionals, not me. Yeah, just have everyone try to kill me. Ow. We've taken this. Ow. A nice sports car. Oh, this is a nice sports car. I don't have a weapon on me, bitch. Do now. Oh my god, why do I have this garbage gun?
What gun?
Oh, the mini SMG.
Oh, I thought you were about the dinky pistol.
Oh, that too. That was pretty cool. Alright. I should be in a safe zone. Alright, in this fictional scenario, what if Limbo and Folly from Warframe were in the Space Marine 2 game? In this fiction, integrating Limbo and Folly from Warframe into shut up. Hamburger 40K. Oh, I think I'll be pissing off so many Warhammer 40K people fans. If Limbo and Folly from Warframe into integrating Limbo and Folly from Warframe into Warframe for Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 would shift the game from a brutal shooter to a tactical reality-bending nightmare. Limbo would act as a master of battlefield manipulation, while Folly would support as a debuff. She would be function as a debuff heavy summoning support frame. Here's how they would function in a Space Marine 2 universe. Limbo, the Warp Master. Limbo, the Master of the Rift, would likely have his abilities adapted to integrate with the Warp, the source of psychic power, in 40K. Rift Walk. The Limbo dodges by entering the Warp, becoming entirely invulnerable to Tyrannic Claws and Bolter Fire. He is safe while in his dimension, but cannot damage enemies in the material plane. Banish 1. Limbo casts a wave that sends a target or a small group into the Warp, effectively removing them from the battle. They become invulnerable but harmless until they return. This is ideal for managing large Tyranid warriors or Chaos Space Marines. Stasis. Freezes all enemies currently in the Rift, suspending them in time. This creates a safe zone for the squad of Space Marines to reposition or focus on a different threat. Cataclysm. Limbo creates a massive swirling dome of void energy. Anything inside is in the Warp. He can use this to defend a crucial objective, like holding a console against a swarm, by making his squad invulnerable inside the sphere. 40K dynamic. Limbo would be highly effective against Chaos, but his squishy nature means if an excellence level threat manages to attack him in a row, he could be killed instantly. Folly, the Shadowgrapher. Folly, the Masaber painter of ink-based illusions, would focus on slowing, weakening, and summoning tools to help the team. Passive ink blot. Her abilities coat Tyranids in thick black ink, slowing them by 50%. This would be invaluable for crowd control during massive swarm battles. Shadowgraph. Folly opens her sketchbook to summon inky, spectral versions of environmental objects. She can summon arc traps to stun and damage enemies, explosive barrels to throw into a swarm for a massive explosion, or death orbs. Death orbs create a small hovering orc and death orb that fires lasers at enemies, applying radiation damage. Self-portrait. Linky creates an ink effigy of herself that acts as a tank, drawing enemy fire and reducing damage taken by herself and her allies. Plain air. Folly ties high-threat enemies into balloons, causing them to float helplessly while their armor and shields are stripped away. Players can pop the balloons, dropping the enemies for massive damage. Combined gameplay scenario. Horde arrival. Folly uses plain air to float the largest target Tyranid warriors, stripping them of their armor while slowing the smaller swarm with air ink blot. Chaos intrusion. Limbo uses Cataclysm to protect the team from a Chaos Sorcerer's ranged spells. Counterattack. Limbo activates stasis within the bubble to freeze all enemies inside. Finish. Folly uses Shadowgraph to drop a Theremin RPG and blasts the frozen enemies, while Limbo leaves the Rift to melee finish the high priority targets. The verdict. While Space Marines are built for pure durability and firepower, Limbo and Folly will provide extreme utility, allowing a 3-player team to control the flow of power battle rather than just fighting it head on. I should probably get to the terabyte. Oh my, there's helicopters. What happened to that guy? Did he die?
It probably disappeared.
Yeah, I think he may have got hit by a car. I don't know. It's like he wouldn't just disappear. They don't disappear from this mission until the actual mission is over. Robbery in progress. One small city bank. Is it gonna be the small city bank or not? That's
No.
later today. Most likely not. Well, it's mostly okay. It's not the country bank. Big city bank.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Looks like some cops have responded to the call. I can patch you into the security camera inside the bank. See what's going on in there. Okay, these guys look like professionals. Military-grade weapons, tactical training. Okay, so that is a minigun? Take it out quick and try not to get shot into chunks.
She's not wrong about that. You probably will get shot to chunks. Into chunks with the minigun. I'm trying something a little different.
What?
I'm gonna do a scenario where lore accurate Limbo and Goku are best friends.
I thought you were gonna say Jesus.
No. In this fictional scenario, a lore accurate Limbo, a reality warping mathematician turned Warframe, and Goku, a prodigy martial artist with godlike power, would likely share a profound, if unconventional, friendship based on their mutual admiration for techniques that seem impossible. Lore accurate Limbo is described as a dimensional traveler and a reality warping god who possesses a personal pocket dimension, the Rift. Within, he is untouchable and has absolute control. Goku, on the other hand, constantly seeks stronger opponents and masters new techniques rapidly. Here's how their friendship would look like. Training outside reality. Limbo would offer Goku the ultimate sparring environment, the Rift. Invulnerability training. Limbo could pull Goku in the Rift, making Goku untouchable by physical objects and energy blasts from the material world, allowing him to train in peace. Stasis sparring. Limbo could freeze time within the Cataclysm, allowing Goku to practice fighting against suspended bullets, energy blasts, or even frozen opponents, perfecting his reaction times beyond the speed of light. Gravity manipulation. Given Limbo's ability to wrinkle space and manipulate the Rift, he could alter the gravity within its pocket dimension to provide training conditions similar to King Kai's planet, but potentially at much higher gratitude. In other words, Limbo basically could crush you into nothingness.
Just sounds like you'd just be friends with Limbo just because for a training partner.
Oh shit, that's not fair. Okay, that is totally fair. Chaotic tactical synergy. While Goku thrives on pure power, Limbo thrives on tactical control. They would become a divide and conquer duo. The ultimate setup. Limbo could cast Cataclysm to create an arena, activating stasis to freeze the enemies, then allow Goku to enter the Rift. Goku could then eliminate threats without being harmed, or use his Kamehameha through the Rift membrane to hit targets in the real world. Rift Surge buffs. Limbo's current Rift Torrent augment allows him to increase his damage for every enemy trapped in the Rift. He could Surge Goku, technically applying this damage to boost to him, making an already overpowered Saiyan even stronger. Oh my god, there's my kitty cat. Aww. What are you doing?
Okay,
What are you doing, Grace?
happy with that paycheck?
Aww, a baby. Might as well read the rest of this. I don't care about the... Ah! My phone. Alright, a dapper friendship. Hat tipping. Lore accurate Limbo is known for tipping his top hat during his backstream dodges. Goku, often appreciating unique martial arts flair, would likely learn to respect this gesture, perhaps even trying to replicate it. Oh my god, I could see Goku doing that. That's sad, bro. really sad. Reckless curiosity. Limbo's lore quest involves him dying due to a miscalculation while trying a final rift walk. Goku, with his own tendency to push his body too far, would likely appreciate Limbo's obsessive pursuit of knowledge, while Goku's ability to sense energy would help Limbo avoid future miscalculations. Interactions with other characters. Ortis and Bulma. Limbo's AI companion, Ortis, would likely get along with Bulma, both being geniuses obsessed with technology, Ortis with Voitech and Bulma with capsules. Vegeta's confusion. Vegeta would likely hate the fact that Goku is friends with a Warframe that could make him invincible. Oh my God. Let me say that again. Vegeta would likely hate the fact that Goku is friends with a Warframe that can make him invincible. He would try to fight Limbo, only to find himself shooting through him while Limbo tips his hat. In summary, Limbo would provide Goku with the ultimate training room, and Goku would provide Limbo with the combat power to maximize his technical genius, making them a god-level duo. I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about that for a long time. It's like, I'm always having Limbo fight Goku, but what if they were just friends? And they would be like the perfect friendship. One is all about brains, and one's all about brawn. And one of brains controls the world, and the one with brawn just breaks stuff. And they actually they complement each other too.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually pretty cool. Okay, I got one for you. Who do you want, Sevagoth or Folly?
For
Your Warframe of choice. Let me start Plowed.
Steinax.
Actually, you know what? I think we'll do Fully Loaded. Steinax, huh? Alright. Let me just get to here and... Alright, we'll have to do that in a bit. Ah! Oh, okay, I had that... Okay, don't laugh. Alright, you know what? You can laugh. You have full permission to laugh. That was complete... Oh, don't do that. You know how stupid that sounds? Wait, that actually does sound really stupid. Hey, you know what? It's actually I think people do act stupid to feel good sometimes. If I could rationalize this, why do some people literally act stupid? I think it just makes them feel better. You know how, like, it's a safety mechanism? Possibly. Oh, wow, one of them is next to me. Let me put this away. I hit the traffic light. Damn it. Oh, you know what would be really cool in Warframe? What if you could make your own missions? For me, like, what if... Okay, what I mean by make your own missions, I'm talking about, like, you could pick what tile set and what enemies you want. And what level they are. Like, Steel Path, Normal... And... What I'm thinking is, like, for example, what I would want to pick is what tile set?
Ganir.
How... No...
Corpus.
Maybe. Well...
Or Infested. Or Orokin.
I was gonna say Orokin. I like the Orokin because visually speaking, they're like the most appealing. They have very big rooms that are just like made for slaughter. The Orokin are like a bunch of people and. Oh, I almost made it. Oh, I did.
They were people.
Oh. Oh.
Now they're ecomaniacs. Did you make a boo-boo?
You know what? I might actually make us a mission where we actually use the Ruiner and we go after like scramjets or something. You notice when I told you that you actually cannot find the Stromberg or the Toreador in there. You can't give them those two vehicles, and you know why? It's because
Because they're submarines.
because they're considered submarines. Exactly. Oh, am I gonna make it? Rational thinking. Go for this one. No. Go for this one.
Go for any of them.
Ow.
Do you like crashing?
Eh. What the hell? That's... No, the custom mission idea. There's also a few modifiers that you can do too to increase the reward pool. What I would do is I would make Corpus enemies in an Oregon tile set, and I will give them electricity weapons. They're all their weapons.
Why not radiation? By giving us a high disadvantage of us killing each other.
Oh, I have a build for everything, dude. I have that my butterfly build, Titania's ability. She can make you completely immune to status effects, so I can nullify that easily. Like I said, I have a solution for everything. Or I have a build for everything. But technically speaking, for the Archon hunts, I do use the Sword mission build. The Persentivity ability you get from the helmet automatically allows you to hack consoles. And it's a guarantee too. Wow. What time is it? Only 8:30. I'll finish the thought experiment in a bit. We gotta do a mission that allows me to read.
Damn! Nice ride!
Okay, you're going to steal a diamond shipment from Angelico Fine Jewelry. Our client wants these rocks, but she won't pay retail price. I think we can help. Get over there and put some of our technology to use. I'll talk you through it.
Every time I hear Paige talking, I'm always picturing her sitting Indian style on a beanbag chair for some reason. Like, you gotta remember, the game really just more or less takes place around 2013 or 2015. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Paige your dialogue gets all weird when you do that, you know? Alright. Let's see. What if Laura... You said Folly?
No, I said Stynax.
Stynax. I meant to say Stynax.
They know these diamonds will be hot, but there's
Oh.
Don't lead any police to the drop-off.
Stynax from Warframe, and...
Okay, watch yourself. We're visible to the competition.
What anime character do you want?
Ichigo. That's Bleach.
Okay. Oops.
His real name is Ichigo.
I do not know how to spell it, so I just spelled it to the best of my abilities. I'm sure the AI will pick it up for me. From Bleach. We're best friends.
Well, at least it doesn't say hamburger.
In a fictional scenario where lore-accurate Styanax from Warframe and Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach are best friends, their bond would be forged through a shared relentless drive to protect the innocent at any cost. While one is a biomechanical warrior god and the other is a substitute Shinigami, their personalities and core values align with surprising precision. The foundation of their friendship. The reluctant guardian vibe. Ichigo never sought power for glory, he only wanted enough strength to protect his family and friends. Similarly, Stynax is portrayed as a warrior of the people who answers the call of those in despair, as seen in his lore where he becomes the unseen defender of a young girl named Arya against the monster's cult. No-nonsense attitudes. Both characters are straight-A students of battle who lack the typical anime protagonist goofiness. Ichigo is blunt, sarcastic, and cynical, but deeply loyal. Stynax is described as a gallant and valiant hero who doesn't wonder how many enemies he faces, only where to find them. Shared trauma and inner demons. Ichigo's journey involves a constant struggle to balance the rude soul, the hollow, and the harmonious soul human within him. Stynax, like all Warframes, is a conduit of affliction built around the twisted survivors of the void. They would likely find mutual understanding in the weight of carrying such immense, often volatile power. How they would hang out. Training and sparring. Their hangouts would almost certainly revolve around intense combat training. Ichigo's master swordsmanship and high-speed shunpo would be a perfect match for Stynax's hoplite-inspired spirit shield style. Stynax's thorough strike would consistently push Ichigo to find openings in a seemingly impenetrable defense. The protector dynamic. They would likely spend their time patrolling Karakura town and the origin system. If Ichigo were overwhelmed by Hollow, Stynax would drop in with Final Stand, raining down ethereal javelins to clear the field. In return, Ichigo's massive spiritual pressure would act as a beacon, drawing out enemies for Stynax to rally against. Mutual respect for the weak. Both have a soft spot for those who cannot defend themselves. Stynax's lore centers on him giving captive minds their freedom, which mirrors Ichigo's drive to save spirits, or pluses, and his refusal to let anyone mistreat their allies. Potential fiction. The biggest point of contention might be Ichigo's occasional emo despair mode, when he fails his friends. A lore-accurate Stynax who never wonders how many enemies he will face might find Ichigo's wavering resolve frustrating. However, Stynax's rally point ability is literally designed to raise the morale of allies, suggesting he would be the one who pulls Ichigo out of his funk and back into the fight. Holy crap, man, you nailed it right there. That was a hell of a thought experiment, dude. Now, back to work. Alright, man, I need to get a compression sleeve for my arm.